Remember about 11 years ago when you were a kid and you just dreamt for one device from which you can play games on the go, listen music on the fly, play video games on the road trip, or else just simply show off among your buddies? That device was probably not a Nokia phone, nor it was a smartphone that you dreamt for. It was probably a P.S.P, or shall I say a portable PlayStation that you dreamt for. So let's take the P.S.P out of the closet and take a retro look at it. So presenting you the retro review of the P.S.P. Hey, what's up guys, Bhushan here from Boy Geek Expert. With that being said, let's get started. Now for disclosure, I am not a gamer by any means, nor I was when I bought it. That was about 5 years ago. So whatever you see in this video is just a normal person / kid's opinion on what he felt after he grabbed a gaming console for the first time ever in his life. Now the first thing you will notice as soon as you hold the P.S.P in your hand is that cheap plastic build. Now don't get me wrong, it was a greatly crafted device at its time, but if you try to compare it with some modern gaming consoles like the Nintendo Switch, then the P.S.P is nowhere close to them when it comes to the build quality. Talking about what the P.S.P has to offer you in terms of I/O, this guy has a mini USB port for data transfer, one slot for inserting your sweet little SD card, an old school type of charging port, a headphone jack combined with that tiny speaker grill, a 480:272 resolution display for that sweet media consumption, and lastly my personal favorite, that tiny little UMD CD holder. Even though the P.S.P is a 13-year-old machine, it is really built like a tank. It's robust enough to break someone's head. Now, as far as the gaming on the P.S.P goes, there are no ways you are gonna enjoy gaming on this machine in 2017. Because 1. The graphics sucks, 2. The game are outdated, and 3. The series of the P.S.P are stopped in production as well. So you cannot expect any new games hitting your P.S.P ever, or let alone any good graphic game. You can play games by inserting a game CD into the UMD reader, or else if you are a guy like me, just crack the P.S.P out and play dozens of low graphic titles like NFS, Brain Lara, GTA Vice City, and many more for a cheap price. And as far as gaming is concerned, is nowhere close to the games we play on our smartphone today, because even eye-catchy games like NFS and GTA Vice City appear to be displayed in a potato quality. But the one thing where the P.S.P still stands out is in the terms of physical controls, because using those physical controllers and gaming is a real breeze as compared to those touch sensitive controls on your smartphone / any other gaming phone. Now, should anyone buy this in 2017? I don't know if it's even available for sale or not, but by chance if you can get your hands on it somehow, all you can do is gift it to your kids or siblings and give them that nostalgia. Well, if you want to give your kids a cool gaming experience with that retro vibe that you had in your past, well then you can throw on our cash for sure. But practically there is no use of a P.S.P in 2017. Even if you grab it up, it's probably gonna collect dust in your closet, because gaming on that 480:272 pixel resolution is no fun at all. So that's basically it, a retro look at the P.S.P. I can guarantee that even today, many of you might have a P.S.P lying down anywhere and might be giving you some nostalgia when you use it again. So shall I start a new series where I make retro reviews of some old but dope tech products? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. With that being said, I'm your boy Geek Expert and I'm signing out.